When I say that I've never been in love before, it's never coming from a place of, oh, you bitches never had me. Da, da, da. No, no, no. It's not coming from that place. When I truly think of what I believe love is, no, I've never been in love before. I've had a great deal of care for people, and I think hindsight being 2020, me looking back at those situations, there maybe have been some attachment, maybe a little bit of obsession, just depending on who the person was, confusion, just a bunch of different things, but it never was love. And the reason why I say I've never been in love before is because no one that I've ever been with has shown me the authentic version of themselves that led with kindness and integrity and maintain that throughout the duration of our relationship. Now, I understand that things change, people change, the things that you want within a partner, they change. But I think that even at some point of you not wanting to be with someone anymore, you don't have to be ugly about the way that you treat them or be cowardice and try to push them away in order to have like a safe break. I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves when dealing with any man. Like if I see any kind of cowardice behavior in you, like I'm instantly turned the fuck off. And there's no way for me to unsee that. I will completely like disengage and there won't be a second opportunity for you to show me any cowardice behavior again. But again, when I think of being in love with someone, I think again it's a level of authenticity, protection, and leading with a kind heart. And I don't believe that that was ever my experience. I think that there was a great deal of facades that were put out there, and I think that I was tricked, and I think that I lied to myself in a lot of ways when there were things that I maybe have seen that I wanted to ignore because maybe I felt like I had spent so much time with this person, it would be stupid to start over and blah 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 blah. But now that I'm in a season of truly choosing myself, I don't believe that any amount of time could ever stop me from starting over or seeing somebody for who they truly are if for whatever reason we ran into a bump in the road and I felt like the situation wasn't for me anymore. So I no longer ignore those things. I no longer ignore myself, and I prioritize sticking to my standards as far as who I think who I believe the man for me should be if ever I enter into a relationship with him, you know? Sometimes I feel like dating is one big who can trick you the best type situation, you know what I'm saying? Who can finesse you the best, who can do this and who can do that. And I think that men have been taught that for a very long time. Finesse her until you get her under your thumb, and where it's hard for her to leave you. And that's why I advocate for women just having so much discipline and confidence about themselves that they're willing to leave their favorite nigga if they have to. You know what I'm saying? Because while you might think that dealing with somebody, they're your favorite or they do the most for you, I promise you there is a better version. There is a better version of that outside of them, and you just have to be willing to risk leaving a toxic situation to find out that there's a better one. And sometimes your happy ending doesn't have to necessarily end with the nigga sitting at the end of a rainbow. Sometimes it's just choosing yourself. So again, I'm always going to advocate for women being confident, choosing themselves, and really prioritizing like what are your standards in a relationship. Are you comfortable with being with somebody who would actively try to treat you bad and make you feel small in a relationship, someone who would trick you, disrespect you in all of these different kind of ways and still expect you to stay? The funny thing is that I don't think that men expect you to stay, but they're willing to push the buttons to see of what all they can get away with. And I say a lot of times, like, you know, even good people do bad things. So never underestimate anyone who you come across and never think, oh, it could never be my nigga, because baby, the nigga will show you it could definitely be him. I have experienced this in my own life, and I'm not projecting. I'm just talking about my own anecdotal experience, and I've just realized like a better way of paying attention to things so that I don't get caught out there and end up in a situation where I'm just staying where I'm not welcome or where I'm not appreciated and valued. I think that has to supersede wanting to have a warm body laying next to you at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Or have somebody texting your phone or whatever the case may be when they feel like it. So, be very cognizant of the red flags when they pop up. But again, I never thought at all, with hindsight being 2020, that I was ever in love with anybody. I think it was a lot of attachment, if anything. And I think that our demons matched each other. I think our insecurities matched each other. And once I was elevating out of those spaces, I realized that there was a lot of conflict between me and the people that I was with, and it caused a great deal of disruption. Um, Thankfully, I would not be the woman that I am now. I would not be able to speak with such conviction and be clear and concise about who I am and the standards that I have for my life if I didn't get away from these people, because I believe that they were a hindrance to me becoming the great and amazing woman. And I think that there's still more potential for me to grow into a better version of myself every single day. And I really thank my creator for purposefully putting these people in my life to be a reflection of the things that I needed to work on, and also highlight the good that's in me as well. I realized that I had a lot of grace and a lot of patience. And I realized that I had a lot of dysfunction and I had a lot of shame and other things that I needed to work on as well. And I say this simply, that I think the people who come into our lives are not only mirrors, but they're professors. They're teaching us about ourselves, whether it be on a conscious or subconscious level. And we have to really, truly pay attention. So I don't take anything as an L. I take them all as lessons. You're here to teach me a lesson. And whether you're around for a short time or a long time, that's really up to you. But I'm not looking at life as, oh my God, I'm missing out on this person, or I want this person back, or I'm taking L's. No, I graduated from your course, and now it's time for me to move on to a professor that's more advanced. Respectfully. So yeah, that's all I really just wanted to come on here and talk about today. I think this would be never been part 3. um I like to put out these different things because I like to dissect the growth that I've made as far as my explanation of what I perceive love to be and what I perceive it not to be. So y'all get down in the comment section. Like, y'all let me know what y'all think about the topic. Like, comment, share, subscribe, donate to the channel if you like. And I'm going to talk to y'all later.